Hello, this is Ashley Kay, and I want to discuss with you how exactly to get your ex back. So I've been making these videos on dancing your own issue, I guess, of how you can get your ex back, and they're all related really. But in this video, I just want to cover pretty much what you need to do in order to get an ex back. There are definitely a lot more involved, and you know, this video certainly won't be able to cover them all, but it'll give you a rough guideline of what to follow and what you should be thinking about. So first of all, if you've just broken up with your ex, or you've just broke up, and you know, the very first thing you should be thinking about is, why did you break up? What were the issues? You know, what caused the breakup to fall apart? You know, it's so important to identify the core issues, because you know, if you get back together and you don't deal with those issues, you're going to break up again within a week, or a month, but it'll definitely be, you'll definitely be looking towards breaking up again if you don't deal with it. And that's what a lot of couples kind of make the mistake on, thinking, oh, I'm gonna, do all these things to get my ex back, like begging and pleading, and sometimes those things work, but what is the point of getting back together if you're still going to be arguing and over the same things, and then eventually one of you going to crack again and it's going to be all over again? You don't want to go through the breakup again. So if you're not sure, just try to look back on the relationship and write down what you think are the major issues, and also after you've done that, you want to give your ex space, because breakups are really emotional time for everybody, and you're gonna be too irrational, I guess, if you're thinking about losing them, and you're just crying and emotional all the time, and your ex might be the same, or they might be just completely cold. So either way, it's still too raw. You want to remove yourself from that scenario, and you want to distance yourself a little bit. And so I would suggest giving your ex space of up to a month, just to let the air cool and let everything go back to normal a little bit. So try not to contact them too much. Contact a little bit to see how they're going, but don't overdo it. Don't go begging and pleading and contacting every day, calling multiple times. That's just going to make your situation worse a lot of the time, so avoid doing that. And the third thing, you want to gradually, slowly re-establish contact and re-establish some kind of a relationship. So, say after a month you've given your ex space, you call them up and see how they're going. And if they're going fine, if they seem happy to hear from you and all of that, that's great. You want to just, ask to catch up, go on a date, whatever, just to kind of go over what's been happening. And you really want to make sure during that month apart that you are working on the issues of the relationship. You know what needs to be done. You've been making changes, changes to yourself pretty much. And then when you come back together with your ex, you can talk about it with them, not straight away, of course, but as you slowly get back into the groove of being friends and talking again, you can then bring up the relationship and kind of slowly, I guess, ease them back into the idea and convince them that, I know what went wrong, these were the things that went wrong, and this is what I've done to change. And you can actually show them with some kind of proof that you've changed. So then, then it's much easier to kind of convince them back, because you've got proof. You're not just saying with words that you've changed. So, but the key thing, and that's pretty much the overall thing of it, but really there's little nuances in there, especially how you approach them and what you say, but the most important thing is just your mindset and what you do in that month apart. You're going to make sure that you really do work on yourself, that you are feeling confident, and that even if you get rejected, you'll be fine. Sure, you'll be hurt in the beginning, but eventually you know that you don't need your ex around to live a happy life. You can go on without them pretty much. So you want to be at that mindset. So and to just take it slow when you are re-courting them, basically. So often people just rush back into a relationship and then, or rush back into bed with them, and then the next day, like, nothing has changed. Your ex is back to acting distant again. So you want to just take it easy a little bit. So, at the end of it, and that's pretty much it, in terms of getting your ex back. So, but, what if it doesn't happen that way? Well, sometimes your ex won't come back no matter what you do, and in those cases, you just got to learn to move on. And if you did spend that month working on yourself, then, well, you just continue doing that, and you continue doing that as well as start dating and seeing other people. So, it's going to be hard in the beginning. It's not going to be easy, but eventually, the pain will subside and it won't be as bad as it seems right now. So if you would like more help, a more detailed help pretty much on what to do, because that was a really brief, explanation of everything, I suggest you go to getxback.net/free help, and there I'll provide you with a lot more cool exercises and tips on what to do. So I'll see you there.